Greetings, everyone, and a warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. My name is Tom Poland, beaming out to you from little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia. Joined today by Matt Clark. Matt, g'day, sir. Where are you? Where are you based? Where are you hanging out?
Hey Tom, good to see everyone listening. I am in Johannesburg, South Africa, and it has been raining for the past 2 days,
Oh,
like pouring.
must be the same cloud we've got here in Australia because we've been raining too.
It's like someone's standing there throwing buckets on
Yeah.
us. It's nuts.
Right. Okay. But good for the garden or good for the farmers or something.
Beautiful.
Folks,
Yeah.
moving off geography and climate, Matt's the co-founder, funnily enough, ironically enough, of the Rainmaker system, where he helps coaches, consultants, speakers, exactly our audience, and experts create a signature offer. So there's a lot to crafting an offer. So he helps folks with that. A signature offer that increases their prices, buys back time, and converts clients effortlessly. Music to my ears. Matt and his
hmm
business partner Wes has helped over 1,500 clients in 26 countries and counting to grow their revenue and profit exponentially while enjoying less time working and more time living life. Sounds terrific, Matt. Pleasure to have you on the show. Our title today is How to Get Consistent Lead Flow Without Needing to Become a Marketing Expert. You can share with us how to do that. Our 7 minutes starts now, sir. Question number one is, who is your ideal client?
Thanks, Tom. So we work with coaches, consultants, course creators, anyone that's an expert in their field and that has got something that they need to get out to the world. The biggest, most important part about this is that they want to make an impact. You know, they're not just starting a business to make money. They want to do something bigger and better than just make money. They want to change something in the world.
Purpose and profit. Fair enough.
Purpose and profit.
Well,
Yep.
question number two. Let's talk about what the problem you solve. What's the problem you solve for these folks?
Biggest problem that we solve is that we help them to create a signature offer.
Mm.
The reason it's a problem for them is that most coaches, consultants, course creators are either charging too little
Yep.
or are charging hourly for their services.
Ouch.
So what lands up happening is that they're constantly on the hunt for new clients. They're on a revenue roller coaster where they're either marketing and selling or delivering. And, you know, they can go from 5K to 30K down to zero. And so we help them really to create an offer that increases their value. So they increase their prices, that buys back time. So they don't create themselves a glorified job and become a slave to their business,
Right.
and converts clients effortlessly, right? And building in monthly recurring revenue so they don't constantly have to be on the hunt for new clients.
This is kind of the way it should be, right? I mean, the other way, not the
Absolutely.
way it should be. This is the way it should be. So tell us about the typical symptoms, if you would, that one of the people who's not a client quite yet, what are they going to be experiencing? What are they going to be noticing in their life or their business that gives them kind of a heads up that they need to find out more about what you do? 5.5 minutes left.
Yeah. So, I mean, I look at someone that I was speaking to yesterday, and his big challenge is that he's a consultant. He's an expert at what he does. He's gone from working in corporate to now starting his coaching or consulting business. He doesn't know how to price himself. So he kind of takes a look at everyone in the market and finds a spot somewhere in there and places himself.
Right.
Problem is that he hasn't stood out from the crowd. He looks the same as everybody else. And his message is also very vanilla. He doesn't have a name for his system. And now what's happening as a result is he's kind of grown his business to like 10, 15K a month, and he's stuck. The only way he can grow his business is by putting more of his time in, right? And even when he does, it becomes a glorified job instead of a business that gives him the control, the security, the time and location freedom, which is ultimately what he's looking for. So those are kind of people under 250K. The people who are above 300K a month, up to about 1 million a month, their biggest challenge is that they need to scale. And they've positioned their offer in a way where it hits a plateau, and they either need to bring more people in or they've got to change the entire business model to be able to scale.
Right.
So we look at it and we say, cool, well, let's just look at the offer. Instead of changing the entire business model and everything there, let's take a look at the offer. Let's simplify it. Let's increase your prices, and let's structure this in a way that actually gives you leverage so that you're not delivering 24/7. I mean, I've got a client where we took his
Right.
offer from $175 an hour. We turned it into a $60,000 for the year offer where he gets paid regularly and he delivers in 1 hour a week. That's
Perfect.
it.
Beautiful. Wow. Creative, profitable. So let's talk
Super.
about, thank you, sir, for that. That's some good example in there. What are some of the common mistakes that people make when they're trying to scale and they've got a vanilla offer? What are they doing that you think might be wasting their time and money? We've got 3.5 minutes left.
Perfect. The biggest thing is that they look at other people and then they kind of try and price themselves somewhere in between there.
Okay.
There's nothing that distinguishes them from anybody else. There's no value in being the second cheapest or the second most expensive, right? You want to not compete against everyone else that's out there. You want to set yourself apart so that even if there are bigger companies vying for the same business, you're solving such a different problem. So the biggest mistake I see is that people look vanilla. They don't charge their worth. They undercharge themselves. And then they also believe that they need to put more of themselves into the business to be able to get their clients results, where that's not actually true.
Right.
And I'd add one more thing to it is that I'd say that they limit their own growth because they believe that they need to have achieved those results so that they can help their clients achieve the results. It's not what a coach does.
Well said. Thank you for that. So 2.5 minutes left. Question 5. Let's talk about one step that someone can take, valuable free action. It's not going to solve the whole problem, but it might start them in the right direction.
Perfect. So one thing that can set you apart from everyone else, and I like to call this sales acceleration or decision acceleration, is that when you take a look at your offer, you want to, number one, there's 3 ways you can make more money. I would say just first way is just increase your pricing, okay? Double your pricing or even add 50% to it, right? Then put in scarcity, urgency, bonuses, and a guarantee that will make your ideal client super excited and remove the objections. Because creating an offer is very simple. It solves your ideal client's unique problem in a unique way that removes their objections. So I would say that is a simple thing that'll get people making decisions a lot faster.
Fantastic. A reason to move forward now, some sort of bonus or scarcity, something it might lose or something they're going to get if they make a decision now. And a price increase. We've got the second one. And question number 6, Mac, is one valuable free resource. Where could we direct people to that's going to help them even more?
So Tom, I always send people to my website, which is www.thevirtualedge.com. At the moment, we've got a resource on there that will be the 20-minute profile makeover using LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But I think I'm actually going to change that. So by the time people get to it, I'm going to have your offer creation checklist that's going to be up there. So www.thevirtualedge.com and go and grab that. It is power.
Thank you, sir. And 35 seconds left. Question number 7. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
Why don't more people focus on the offer as the first thing they do?
Why don't they? 25 seconds.
Because everyone out there is talking about leads, is talking about sales, and everyone thinks that you need more leads and you need more sales. But the truth is that most people have already got leads. They've got a network, but they're not converting the leads that come to them.
Perfect. Matt Clark, thank you so much for your time, your wisdom, and your insights.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.